when I was about 16, I was lying on the grass at our place, and I could hear the bees and birds and everything, very corny, and I could see the rose petals had all fallen off the fence that we had. They were climbing on it, and it smelt tremendous, so just a scarlet carpet, some of the white ones with it.
When I was a little kid, I always used to get lost. I was always getting lost. I was dumb, and Mum always used to call and bawl and carry on, and sort of, when they found me and everything, sort of make me feel wanted and be real trivial. And I think that's all a kid needs, you know, a bit of love and sympathy and everything.
One thing I remember very well, I at one time shoved sweetening solution that you sweeten coffee and other things with into my sister's mouth, and she picked me up. I was trouser and neck job, and heaved me through the lounge room plate glass window, and it's all healed up. It's all right, but I got even with her. I've done some things. This is, you know, good because it's brother and sister, isn't it? I mean, I ran over her mice with the motor mower. I caught it all in a catcher.
I think it's important for parents to do things with their kids. Sort of, my best memories are of my father sort of looking at clouds with me, lying on the lawn and sort of showing me butterflies and things like that. And sort of my mother used to make me go out and do things which I was always pretty chicken to do. And that helped me sort of to break away from, you know, depending on them. And that sort of thing's good, that they sort of really become involved in your life and sort of are like a friend to you, rather than sort of a god in the skies. And this is sort of, I think, what sort of helped me the most. Then really talking to me about things and showing me things and that.
And there was a time that I shoved Misty down the toot and pulled the chain. That all brought a flush to our cheeks. But the thing that really sort of set us apart in the end was the fact that I was very interested in biology around about the age of 7 to 16, and I proved to my sister that if you pick up a guinea pig by the tail, the eyes drop out. And so she had a blind guinea pig on her hands for a while. But that's about all we did when we were young, with, you know, as far as pets and entertainment went.
Cousin and I used to have a bath together until he realised that I was growing up. I didn't know. Didn't seem much different to me, any different at all. And he got embarrassed, said to me one day, "Naz, don't you think we're a bit old to have a bath together?"
Brother's a real little brat. When decimal currency was coming in, I thought it'd be real smart, so I decided I'd save up all my pennies and everything, and I got about 100 of them, all these certain dates. And then I come home from school one day, a little bugger had given them all to the Red Cross.
The thing I remember most about my parents was the fact that my father used to run a puppet show for the church, and I used to go along every time he had a puppet show on, and he used to play alligator, you know, Brave Fox and the alligator always used to eat the tiger who was melting into butter, and I used to cry every time they had this on, and I could never stand it. I used to scream out, "Look out, alligator," or "Look out, little black jumbo," or something. But it was very, very sad. I remember that.
My older brothers used to bash me a lot, but they were good. They used to walk me home from ballet and stuff like that, and they're really good now. And my younger brother, well, I sort of fill him in on the facts of life and stuff like that. We're pretty close because we're the only two at home now. And I would have hated sisters. It was all really good having brothers.
I remember one time, Perry and I came home from state school and it had been pouring rain. It was one of those days where all the gutters are filled with water and flying all over the road. And we kept our raincoats in our bags because it was really mighty just walking in the rain. And we got home and Dad and Mum were at the back door ready to wallop us as we ran in.
When I was a little boy, my daddy burnt my teddy bear. I was very sad. He put him in the oven and burnt him all up. I cried and cried and cried. And he took the ashes and he buried them in the garden under the rose bushes. And the roses died, which I think is a definite moral in that story, because I love my teddy bear.